is Renato Amarino. What is your next? What is your next? Renato Amarino.
How many of you here have had to reinvent yourself, either professionally or on a personal level? Show of hands. Wow, a lot of you. Well, I can relate. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, tonight I want to share my story. It was 2015. I was already dealing with job loss, hit with a divorce, and forced to move out of my house that I lived in for over a decade. To say I was stressed was an absolute understatement. And I remember asking, what am I going to do next? I decided I was going to continue to look for a job. It was the only way I could plan what I was going to do. But the rejection emails kept on coming. It got to be the middle of December, and I got yet another rejection email. Now, what you don't know is that my divorce agreement stated that I absolutely, positively, unequivocally had to be out of my house by December 31st. The pressure was building, like a pressure cooker. What am I going to do? But I remember suddenly I got angry. That last rejection email, something just snapped in me. And I remember thinking, that's it, I'm done. This is it. I can't take it anymore. I need a life change, and for the better. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to move to Florida. Now, I remember I was proud of myself for making this big leap, and I was sitting on my sofa, and then I thought, what next? What am I going to do about work? Now, in my previous life, I was a trainer in the corporate world. So when I came to Florida, I did what a lot of middle-aged unemployed people do here. I went into real estate sales. And I have to tell you, I started off great. I sold 2 homes in 4 months. And I remember thinking, yes, yes, I finally found a way to make money again. But it was short-lived. Months went by, no sales. Several more months went by, no more sales. A year went by, no more sales. I knew I had to do something, but the question was, what? I decided to look. And I came across this internet-based real estate company. And these guys promised no more office charges, no franchise fees, and even better, free internet leads. I said, sign me up. Within days, my phone started to ring. But what happened next was, in a word, comical. My first prospect was Enrique. Enrique tells me he's looking for a 4-bedroom house with a 2-car garage, got to have a pool, and it has to be in a gated community. So I said, I'm sure that's not a problem. What's your max budget? You ready for this? $120,000. Next! My next prospect, this call was so short, I can't even remember the guy's name. He tells me he's got to have a house in Odessa, Florida. Why Odessa? I don't know. And it's got to have a really big garage. So I said to him, well, okay, what? 4 or 5-car garage? He goes, no, I need a 15-car garage. 15 cars? I said, what's your max budget? You ready for this? $200,000. Next. My next prospect, you're going to love this guy, Owen. Owen brags to me that he's a cash buyer, he's got over $1 million in the bank. I'm like, great, let's go look at houses. He goes, oh, no. What's the problem? I don't understand. He goes, well, my wife's away. So I said, well, that's not a problem. When is your wife coming back? He tells me that he needs $2,000 to bring his wife back and he doesn't have the money. bank. What's the problem? He says, well, my wife's the only person that can access the account. I don't have access to the money. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Next. This went on for months. After 3 months, I had had enough. And I called it quits. I felt lost, confused, beaten down, and frustrated. I didn't know what to do. And then suddenly it hit me. There's a member in my Toastmasters club that helps people find jobs. Joe Jones. And I sat down with Joe and I showed him my resume and he looked at it and he said, Renato, your resume screams training. Now deep down in my heart, I knew he was right. I love training. I'm passionate about it and I'm good at it. But I had let the thought of making easy money in real estate ignore this. So I listened to Joe intently. I did everything that he told me to do. I updated my resume. I implemented the strategies that he shared with me to find a job. And I have to tell you, I'm confident that I will very, very, very soon find the job that speaks to my heart, training. In closing, I'd like to share a quote with you all. It's by the late Steve Jobs. Have the courage to listen to your heart and intuition. They somehow know what you truly want to become. Ladies and gentlemen, I listen to that quote every single day. I play it in my head and I think about it every time I look for a job. And I hope that you remember that quote. And I hope that it helps you determine what is your next.